Hello everybody. So as of making this video, Tascam has brought out their brand new model 2400. So which which is really, like, when I look at it, it's a souped up model 24 with a lot of the things that I think a lot of us were asking for. So this is my opinion on it. You can take it for how you feel. Now, I have not been able to touch one because I don't even know. Hell, at this moment, I don't even know how much they're going to cost in Canada. I know that in the States, I think it's close to $2,000 for one. So it's about $500 more than a Model 24. Don't quote me on this. I don't know, but I'm just saying that's what I'm hearing. Truthfully, it's not that much of a price difference, but in Canada, for all I know, it's going to be close to, $2,500. So I guess we'll have to see. So let's go look at it first of all. So I downloaded the images. So first thing which I see, which I like, is they switched the inputs. So you have a combo input like you do with your DP32, DP24. So that I like. I do like that. I think I just personally like these better. Are they more durable? I don't know, but I do like these better. It saves space. That's the biggest reason why they did this. I also like the fact that they broke the phantom power into groups of 4. That's a good idea. Yeah. So it's still the same configuration. So you have 12 mono, and then you have four. What is this? You have 5 stereo. They got rid of the RCAs here, I see. Not a big deal. That, you can get adapters if you still use RCA. So this is your Bluetooth channel. So this is the channel where everything just kind of happens. So I'm just gonna pull it up here. So this is the as I like to call it, the useless channel, unless you can do stuff with it. Yeah. So in the case, like, what I do is I usually put the effects coming in there. So yeah, great idea. Switch it to 1/4 inch as opposed to what it was before. And we have the master bus, which we didn't have before. I think they've added more sub channels too. So I'm not going to worry about that. So two headphone jacks, great. A talk back. Now, if you're doing like a true studio feel, you're not just in a room like me here, where you can just turn around and go, "Hey, shut up," or "Stop for a sec." Perfect. Talkback is awesome. I like that, and that gives you the option of doing it in the mains or through the auxiliaries. So the auxiliaries would be here. So, shoot, I should have pulled up a stupid picture of a Model 24 because I'm going blind at the moment. Let me just see if I can pop one up. Hang on. It'll only take a second. Sorry about this. So let's just go and let's go to products, recording, mixing, Model 24. Let's pull that up. Come on, site. There we go. All right, give me the goods. All right, here we go. All right, so this has 4 auxiliaries, whereas the Model 24 only had 3. Yeah. So it gives you more options for doing effects in that. You still have your internal effects on the system. That's what this is here. Excuse me. You have a pre button, which you do not have on this. I'll have to investigate what that would do more. It's probably pre-fading. You have your pan, zooms, same, record, same, mute. Now you have the ability to send it through the different sub channels, because instead of just having 1 sub, you now have 4, which is kind of neat. I don't see any monitor 1 or 2s anymore, but that's probably They don't have faders for monitors 1 and 2, but that's probably because it used to be. It's probably right here now. So they're just saying, oh, we don't need the faders for that. So I think the Model 16 has it like that too. So you have the ability to mute all of these. That's cool, because I don't think you have the ability to mute. You do not have the ability to mute on the Model 24. So that's kind of neat. You got your AFL, after fader level, pre-fader levels here. That's where your headphones and that is. So there's one silly thing which I'm seeing. You have one headphone volume, but you have 2 headphone jacks. Yeah. So here's control room to phone. I like that. So that probably means your control room is now, I don't know. Oh, it's got a click track. Great. Perfect. We need a click track. So let's see what else we got here. So that's the first page. Everything else looks pretty much the same. Now remember, I'm just doing this by looking at it. Okay, so that's the new. This I like. This is the new thing that you can put a. So if you have a computer, you can visually display what is going on with your screen. I like that, because honestly, this little screen is not big enough to show everything you need. I bet you they could probably add this to the Model 24 and the Model 16, because you have a USB. They can probably add it. They probably won't. So now let's look at the back. On the Model 24, all you got on there is you've got your power and you've got your USB and your power switch. So what they've done is everything that was on the top, they've now moved to the front. So you got your USB. Your mains in and out. So you got a main send and return. That's probably for your effects. That's kind of cool. So send and return. I have to read more about that. So you got your control room, which is so that's this here and this here. Because I don't think because I'm looking at my DP32, which is in front of me. Because so you have an out, but you don't have a return on your board. So that's kind of neat. So you got your auxiliaries. Now I just want to check one thing while I'm here. Let's go back to here. So all right, you got because you have the auxiliary sends. So it might do stereo effects now, which is kind of neat. I would love to look at that. Auxiliary outputs. So yes, you have an auxiliary outputs, which is pretty much your 4, in this case 5. I wonder where the 5th one is. Let's see. Oh, it's right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think this one. The auxiliary 5 dubs as FX as well. So if you're doing an effects input then into the system here, then it'll go through auxiliary 5, which is roughly the same thing as what it does on the Model 24. So, and then you have your sub outputs, and you have 4, which is really nice, and they're in stereo. So you got 7, 8. You got your 4 there. That's good. You got a click. I'm assuming that's a click track, so you can output it if you want. And a foot switch, same thing. And now you got MIDI in and out. So what does that mean, having the MIDI in and out? It gives you full range. The MIDI on this one now works the same, because I looked at the comparison chart. It works the same as the MIDI system, or most of the MIDI part on the Model 12. Whereas on I think on the Model 16 and Model 24, they kind of went, we're not going to worry about it. It has a little bit of sync timing. That's about it. So, but this is still full analog. So this one is still just like the Model 2416, full analog board. So does that mean it's going to I'm assuming, once again, I am not an expert. I am just looking at this for the first time, like most of us are. I'm going to assume that it's not going to be able to do all the control stuff that the Model 12 does, because it's not digital, it's analog, because that's one thing they put in there. It's an analog board. So yeah, so that part, it would have been cool. Maybe they're gonna do a Model 24, which will be the mixer, a digital mixing board that can be used as a DAW controller on 24 channels, which would be kind of cool. Yeah, that would be kind of interesting. But yeah, this thing, I love this. I think they should add this to the Model 24. They should be able to do this. This should not be too hard to do, to make this program work on the Model 24. It'll be an upgrade on the Model 24's firmware, but yeah, this should happen. This would be useful, because yeah, that screen is just no good. So okay, so my final thoughts on this at the moment. If I were to not have a Model 24 at the moment, this would probably be the one that I would end up buying, just because it has more features, and that's just how I feel. Will I sell my Model 24 to buy this? Probably not. Will I buy one of these? It's gonna be funny, because I remember I said I'm not buying a Model 24, 16, or 12, and I end up buying a Model 24. If I got the money and I knew I didn't have to spend it on something else, then yes, I would probably look at this, and then yes, I would probably sell the Model 24. But at the moment, no. This also looks a little bit bigger. That's just the way that they did the comparison, but it looks a little bit bigger, and that's a bit of a problem for me too, because I don't have the room for it anymore. So, all right, that's my video. I hope this enlightens you a bit on what I see with this machine. It looks cool. I think if I were to open up a new studio, if I were to open up a studio where I had like actual rooms, this thing would be definitely on my list of, this is what I want to run my studio. So that's a possibility in the future when I finally leave this area. Who knows? We'll have to see if that ever happens. So talk to you later. Bye.